everyone, and welcome to TWF Monday Night Raw, or Alone Day Night Raw. I am Gorilla Monsoon, here with Elois and with Corey Graves. And today on Alone Day Night Raw, or Monday Night Raw, we're gonna see. Well, I hope we'll see the World Women's Heavyweight Fighter, Charlotte Flair here. Well, you know, Girl Monsoon says, well, you know, Lois said Charlotte Flair believes she's the greatest women wrestler alive. At least that's her thought and belief of it, Lois said. Well, there is some truth to back it up, Corey Graves says. I mean, Gorilla Monsoon and Elois, Charlotte Flair is the only woman to ever be a 6-time W Raw Women's Heavyweight Fighter and a 6-time W SmackDown Women's Heavyweight Fighter. On top of many other things like a Women's King of Loudness winner or, Gal in the Box. Well, she didn't really win that yet, but, So, it's a new year, but some things just never shift, Like one of those things that never shift is like, one, when you want your winnings, but they can't give it to you because they don't know where they put it, then they got to start digging everywhere just to get it. But beyond that, everything is great. Because I am the TWF Women's Heavyweight Fighter. Oh, I know that's the AEW Women's Heavyweight winnings that I got, but hey, it was either that or I go around. I really don't care. So, everyone out there seems to think that they are as good as me. But the truth is they're not. I'm the only one who is greater. And let's tell the truth. Oh, is that so, huh? You think that you're so greater than me. Yeah, I'll give it to you. Oh, Miss 6-time WWE Raw Women's Heavyweight Fighter, 6-time WWE SmackDown Women's Heavyweight Fighter, former WWE Divas Heavyweight Fighter, former 2-time WWE NXT Heavyweight Fighter, 1-time WWE Raw Women's Team Fighter. Yeah, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you for winning all those times. But hey, But if you think that means that you're greater than me or anyone else out there, then think again, because you're not. Oh, Io Shirai. Yeah, you only beat Faith 2 times, and that's out of Faith's arm coming, or leg always coming out. And they'll probably end up throwing her out again soon. But anyway, how this is like, you truly think you can beat me. You think you got the skill and craft to beat me. Well, I don't think so. Well, that's where you're wrong, Gil Kim says. I mean, that's your thought and belief of yourself, Charlotte Flair. Good for you. But if you think that you're not going to be putting your TWF Women's Heavyweight, your World Women's Heavyweight winnings on the line here today on stake here today on Monday Night Raw or Alone Day Night Raw, well, you got another guest coming, because it's happening. It's happening. Gil, I don't need you in my business, Io Shirai says. Yeah, you do. I need to be in all the women's business because I am the women's team leader. I am the head of skill dealings, and I am a road follower. So, yeah, that fight's gonna happen here today. Oh, Gil Kim, you should know that being you thinking you're so great because you were a seven-time IW women's heavyweight fighter or something. If I win either the Raw or the SmackDown one for a seven-time, then I would be tied with you. But then I'd win it again for the eighth time, and I'd even surpass you. Well, we're not here to talk about me and what I did in TNAW, or IW now. This fight is happening now. Well, we do need to get the Fight Lord in here, which he didn't get brought. Oh no. Yeah, there we go. Well, this is for the TWF Women's Heavyweight Winnings. This is for the World Women's Heavyweight Winnings. First, she is Io Shirai, and she is the World Women's Heavyweight Fighter, Charlotte Flair. Ding ding ding. Now Io Shirai. Oh, taking down Charlotte Flair. There goes the winnings. Let's not forget Io Shirai, the wise woman of the skies, who did beat Charlotte Flair to become the WWE NXT Women's Heavyweight Fighter, Gorilla Monsoon said, and a body slam. Well, don't forget it was a triple threat. She was fighting some other woman that time too. Io Shirai. Gorilla Monsoon says, well, Elois said, Elois said it's true. Io Shirai did beat Charlotte Flair to become the WWE NXT Women's Heavyweight Fighter last year, until she lost that to Raquel Gonzalez. Well, anyway, Io Shirai is going to do that moonsaw. She just missed. And now Charlotte Flair is getting ready to put her in the figure eight. Gorilla Monsoon said, yeah, Io Shirai might be the wise woman of the sky, but that time, that moonsaw, she didn't get all of it. The truth is, she missed it, Corey Graves says. And so much for the former WWE NXT Women's Heavyweight Fighter and former WWE NXT Women's Team Fighter. Ding ding. Here is your winner, and still the TWF Women's Heavyweight Fighter, Charlotte Flair. Yeah, I might need a stand to stand up in. I might need a stand to stand up in, but at least Io Shirai, at least I beat you. And I tell you, oh! Io Shirai just knocked down Charlotte Flair and gave a moonsault to her. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. Well, what do you think about that? That was uncalled for, Corey Graves says. What Io Shirai did to Charlotte Flair after the match, after the fight, that was truly uncalled for. Yeah. Well, Girl Monsoon said, Corey Graves, well, I'll tell you, if Charlotte Flair didn't start saying the shit that she said after the fight, then that wouldn't have happened to her, Girl Monsoon said, so give me a break. Yeah, Elois says, Io Shirai may have lost to Charlotte Flair, but that means that she can, one of these days, she is going to beat her, Corey Graves said. It is going to happen. It is going to happen, Elois says. And I like what Io Shirai did at the end. Well, it looks like it is all, well, it looks like it is, looks like Michael Cole now is now going to talk with Io Shirai. I'll take it away, Io Shirai. Io Shirai, things haven't didn't go well. Even though you had 2 wins over Faith, you didn't beat Charlotte Flair. Well, sometimes you can't win them all. But if Charlotte Flair thinks that I'm just going to give up and walk away, she got another guest coming. See, if I would have gave up and walked away, I would have not became the WWE NXT Women's Heavyweight Fighter. or the one-time WWE NXT Women Team Fighter. So Charlotte Flair can talk about how great she is, and every time she won either the Raw Women's or the SmackDown Heavyweight winnings, and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm going to win. At the end of the day, I'll beat her, and I'll be the World Women's Heavyweight Fighter. And Charlotte Flair, if you think what I did to you is bad, you just yield to the next time we fight. Well, that's my talk with one more thing before I go. If everyone out there, and if Charlotte Flair thinks that means that she's the greatest woman wrestler, fighter out there, that's her thought, that's her belief. She got no truth to back it up. That might be true. She doesn't have any truth to back any of what she believes or thinks back up as truth. But she did beat you. Yeah, I know she did beat me, Michael Cole. There's some truth to back that up. But if that means she's the greatest woman wrestler or fighter out there, well, that's her thought, that's her belief. And she can't make that true. And sooner or later, we're going to fight again. And when we do, I'll be the World Women's Heavyweight Fighter. Well, that's my talk with Io Shirai. Back to you, Gorilla Monsoon. Well, thank you, Michael Cole, for talking with Io Shirai here on Monday Night Raw, or Alone Day Night Raw. It looks like it is all the time we got here for Alone Day Night Raw, or Monday Night Raw. I am Gorilla Monsoon for Elois and Corey Graves. We hope you like Monday Night Raw, or Alone Day Night Raw, and we'll see you tomorrow for NXT 2.0.